welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to draft 6 panels blouse, okay, using an armhole princess bustier. Here on this channel, I have showed you how to draft an armhole princess bustier, and the link is in the description box. If you are here to watch that video, kindly visit that video before watching this particular video. So here is my pattern for an armhole princess bustier. This is the front pattern, this is the back pattern. I'll be cutting this out, close my bust dart, then set my pattern for both front and back bodies to be adapted to 6 panels blouse. So here is the pattern set for both front and back bodies. So first we will start with the front bodies to adapt it to 6 panels blouse. Okay, so you pick the center front. Like I said, we'll be working on the front pattern first. Attach another paper. I would have loved to use another color of a pattern paper, but I've exhausted my brown paper, so kindly follow through. This is the end of my actual pattern. Can you see my marking? I use marker to demarcate that. This is the end of my pattern. Okay, this is the center front. The center front must be aligned to the edge of your paper because this is going to be on fold. All right, this center front is going to be on fold and it's not going to be slitted. Okay, so I'll come to this end, and from the end of my actual pattern I will mark 3-inch extension. Okay, so I'll move away by 3-inch from the end of the pattern. I will mark 3-inch extension and connect it to the waist line. Can you see? So this is our center front panel. I'll cut this out and do the same for the side panel. Okay, so here is our center front panel. For the side front panel, we are extending this end of the pattern. This is our side seam. We are not extending here. We are extending the bustier area, the cup area. So I'll pick another pattern paper and attach it to this. So here on the side front panel, this is the end of my pattern. Can you see? This is the end of my pattern, my actual pattern. So from the end, like I said, we are not extending the side seam, we are extending the inner part of the side front. Okay, so from the end of my pattern, I'll mark 3-inch extension and connect it to the waist as well. So here is our side front panel. Okay, so this is our side front panel and this is the center front panel. So you bring the two ends together on the waist like so. Just make sure it's matched on the waist. Can you see? Use the masking tape to hold it together. We want to shape the hem that we just extended. Okay, so bring the two together like this on the waist. Let the waist match on the two patterns. Then at the hem, okay, can you see? Let me turn it this way so you can see it better. After matching the waist, you come to the hem. Separate the hem like this. Make sure it's laying side by side. Can you see? Now we want to trim off this sharp edge on our pattern. This sharp edge. So you take your pencil. I'm using marker pen for the purpose of tutorial. and then on that point you are trimming off about 0.75 inch, between 0.5 to 0.75 inch. Okay, so you are going to shape from the edge here, from the edge of the extension, you shape it to the other edge. You watch what I am doing. You can use your curve ruler, but here I'm going to use my free hand to do that. So I'm just going to shape it out, make a slight curve. And if you can use your curve ruler, like I said, if that will give you what you want, but if not, you can use your hand to do that. So you place your curve ruler. I think it can give me what I want. Place your curve ruler to trim off, to shape off that sharp edge on your pattern. Can you see? Can you see how I place my curve ruler? Can you see what I have done? Can you really see this? Okay, let me turn it again. So I think it's better this way. Or better still, let me raise it up for you to see. So this is what I have done. Can you see the shape at the head? So you are trimming off this sharp edge on the two patterns. Okay, so I'll just trim it off. Like I said, you are trimming off about 0.5 to 0.75. Here I'm going to measure what I have trimmed off so I can be sure. So at the center point I trim off. Okay, can you see 0.5 inch? Okay, 0.5 inch, and then you curve it out. Can you see the shape is different from what we had before? So this is what you should be having. Okay, then you can remove your masking tape from the waist, and then you have your pattern set. So this is the side front, this is the center front. Okay, and this will be attached to this like so. So here on the side front panel, you're adding 0.5 inch to this end of the pattern. Okay, and then your side seam allowance 2 inch. On the armhole, 0.5 inch seam allowance. Okay, also here 0.5 inch seam allowance here. Shoulder 0.5 inch seam allowance. Neckline 0.5. But here on the center front, this is on fold. Okay, add your hem allowance, the hem allowance of your choice. Okay, it should be between 1 to 2 inch on fabric. Okay, so that your lining will not be folding out. That being said, we'll move to the back bodice. So quickly, before I move to the back bodice, remember the side front panel will be 2 pieces. Okay, you are putting your fabric on fold to cut this. Okay, and you'll be having 2 of it, 1 on each side, while this center front panel is a single piece, but it will be on fold. This center front is on fold, so you'll be having 2 of this, 1 here, 1 here. Okay, by the time you open this up, you have 3 panels for front. So here is the center back panel. This is my center back where we'll be having the zipper. Okay, and then on this end, we are not extending the zipper area, we're extending this other end of the center back panel. So this is the end of my pattern. So from the end of my pattern, like we have done earlier, I'm going to mark 3-inch extension, 3-inch extension on the hem from the end of the pattern, and then I'll connect it to the waist. So I'll connect this to the waist like so. Can you see? And then I'll cut it out. So here, this is my side back panel. This is the end of the actual pattern. Okay, so from the end of the actual pattern, I'll mark 3-inch extension on the hem and connect it to the waist line. then I'll cut it out. Remember, on the side panel, we are not extending the side seam, we are only extending the inseam, the part where we have our princess dart. So this is my side panel, this is the side back panel and the center back panel. So here, this will be cut on fold, the center back is on fold, but you'll be slitting it because that is where the zipper will be. So you slit the center back, okay, and you know we have our contour on the back, so it's not going to be a straight line. So you are cutting this shape out of on your fabric. So when you put your fabric on fold, you are cutting out this shape on the center back for your center back. And here we're adding 0.5 inch seam allowance, 1 inch zipper allowance, 0.5 inch seam allowance on the neckline, on the shoulder 0.5, on the armhole 0.5, and then you add your hem allowance. Here for the side back, 0.5 inch seam allowance here, 0.5 inch on the armhole, 2 inch, 1.5 to 2 inch side seam allowance as desired, okay. So the same thing we did for the front panel. You are putting the waist together. We want to shape the hem now. So I'll pick my masking tape, put the two waists together, let it match, and hold it down with my tape. Then let me adjust it this way. Put the pattern aside on the hem, okay, like so. And then you can also use your masking tape to hold it together at this end for convenience, okay. So after bringing the two hems together like this, like so, then we are going to trim off this sharp edge at the hem. So on the center, I'll mark 0.5 inch upward. Can you see that? I think I should zoom my camera so it can be bolder. Okay, yeah, I think it's better this way. So 0.5 inch on the center where the two panels meet, okay, and then I'll pick my curve ruler and blend this 0.5 inch that I've marked. I'll blend it to the end of the pattern here, that is the end of the extension, and also to the end of the extension here. Like I said, if your curve ruler is not giving you what you want, you can use your hand to do that. So can you see how I place my ruler? So I am blending it to the two ends of the panel. So this is it. Can you see? So after blending it, then you cut it out. You don't need it. You need to remove that sharp edge for you to have a perfect panel. Can you see that? Can you see? So this, you can then remove your masking tape. So here is the center back panel, side back panel, and that brings us to the end of today's tutorial. Okay, thanks for being part of it. If you are new on this channel and you are yet to subscribe, kindly hit on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell in order to get awareness of our next uploaded video. Kindly drop a comment if you have learned something from this video. Like and share with your friends and family. All right, see you in our next tutorial. Bye.